those people who might care, um, this is how it works. Like, actually, it also is the same thing with Windows. Back in the day, it was very predictable. It's like there'd be a good version of Windows, a sucky version of Windows, a good version, a really sucky version. Now they all suck. They really suck. Actually, the best thing for Apple stock was the introduction of Windows 8, 9, and 10. Just horrible. And it's like, well, when you turn on the computer, there's a bunch of adware everywhere. Right, great, you know. Of course, you need to put your mandatory antivirus software on and the anti-spamware filters on. And, you know, before you even get on the internet, you better put that crap on there. Uh, I'm no lover of Apple Incorporated, and I actually couldn't stand Steve Jobs. I mean, he was a great pitchman, but he was a horrible person. Anybody that of course I didn't know him, but the people that did know him say he was a horrible person. So anyway, I have 3 MacBooks here. This is not about a discussion about Apple versus Windows, okay? You use whatever the hell you want. Of course, like 95% of photographers are all using the Mac. People go, I hate Mac computers, are so damn expensive, you know. You can get a great Windows machine for half the price. Yeah, you know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? When you go to sell that Windows machine, it won't be worth anything. You can't even give it away. You can list, like, you see these old Macs on eBay getting bid on like crazy. It's like, damn, that computer's 10 years old and people are bid. You see the difference? It's like, yeah, it's really expensive, but it's also actually worth something 5 years down the road or 10 years down the road. Whereas the Windows machine is turned into a doorstop. You'll never be able to give it away. It's like, hey, I got a free Windows computer. It's only 3 years old. Do you want it? It's really... No, I don't want it. Anyway... Apple has the same thing, kind of, sort of, like when I did tech, because I was #1 person in the world. Did you like all the stickers on my MacBook Air? #1 person in the world, tech support on the MacBook Air there for almost 2 years running. Yes, I was. I even have my articles. You want me to prove it? I'll prove it to you. Just ask me for one of my article links. Type it in Google search, methodology to protect your data. Methodology to protect your data. That would be an article that I wrote for Apple. It's still on their website. Yes, indeedy. Really intelligent article. Now OS Sierra, like when El Capitan Mavericks, when Mavericks came out, ooh, damn, it was erasing people's hard drives and it was destroying their data. Yeah, El Capitan was like, boom. Really bad problems. Yeah, no, Mavericks before it. Yeah, no, Mavericks, no. El Capitan was better. This one's actually running El Capitan, the iMac over here. Sierra. Never be a beta tester. You can beta test, but it means sandboxing. I'll actually make a hard drive clone, and then I'll install the new operating system on the cloned external hard drive, and I will sandbox. That means I'm testing. It's kind of like sticking a dummy up in like the firing line. You know, if the dummy gets shot, it's no big deal. You're testing something. It's called sandboxing. Mac OS Sierra is incredible. I've got it running on this 2012 old MacBook, which I've installed it on. It's actually faster now. Very simple operating system. Obviously, I'm not a code writer. I don't know what Apple did, but Sierra is a big winner. So if you're worried about... Now, I'm not saying upgrade your really, really, really old, crappy MacBook or, you know, MacBook Pro or iMac. Or I'm not saying that. Depends on what your computer is. Especially, everything is about RAM, too, of course. I upgraded the RAM on this one myself. You can upgrade them on these suckers, I mean, because they're soldered onto the motherboard. By the way, the best computer I've ever owned in my life, and God, I've owned more laptops than probably all of you combined. That sounds like a really crazy statement, but you really have no idea how many laptops I've owned. You have no idea. A lot. Upgraded them, fixed them. I used to fix the hell out of the Toshiba and HP ones. Plastic. You sit there and let the thing droop as plastic. Anyway, the point of this video is that Sierra is incredible. Mac OS Sierra is a winner. It's the current operating system. So the Mac OS is on the huge upswing. It is super stable. Every operating system, no matter what it is, always has an issue here or there, but Sierra is incredible. I mean, this computer from 6 years ago is running faster than it did when it was new out of the box back then. Now they've trimmed down the operating system, made it much more streamlined and efficient. You could not say that about Mavericks. Couldn't say that really about El Capitan. I'm still running Mountain Lion on one of my computers in the back room. I got 6 Macs. The other 2 are Mac Minis and this iMac here. So I've got 4 Macs right here. And I got 2 Mac Minis in the back. So iMac. This is a 2015 MacBook Pro. I will not buy that new MacBook Pro, which is an abortion. You know, it has no ports on it. You notice this thing has ports on it, right? The new Macs, you got to get a dongle for everything. The hell with that crap. You know, when they figure out USB-C dongle gate, you know, I'll let them. Don't be a beta tester. Everybody that's buying that stupid MacBook Pro, unless they're hardcore Apple fanboys, there are a lot of those dumbasses out there. A lot. You know, they're all complaining. It's stupid. Apple is into this hyper-minimalistic BS. I can't stand that crap. Now, people were saying that about the MacBook Air back in the day, and it is. I mean, how much thinner does it have to goddamn be than this? I mean, really? I mean, this already doesn't take up any room in a tiny little satchel case. I mean, do I really need something freaking slimmer? You know, Apple's always trying to make some shit slimmer than this. I mean, like I said, I don't hold any water for Apple. I even got their logo tattooed on my wrist. But I mean, screw you, Apple. Really? Does it need to be any thinner than this, goddammit? Does it really? I mean, like a 4-year-old could, actually a toddler, like a 2-year-old could actually stick this underneath his armpit and like toddle around with it. I mean, it's already that small. Why the hell? I mean, it's actually got ports on it. Look, there's a USB port. Everything is still currently running a goddamn USB cable. Oh no, we're going to take the USB off of the new MacBook Pro. Well, that's a really smart move, Apple. Dumbasses. So, you know, I criticize Apple for all the stupid crap that they do. But I messed with Windows for ages and ages, and I won't mess with it anymore. I won't. I mean, it stressed the hell out of me. I know how to work a computer better than most of you do. I know you think that's boasting, but I do. You know? I don't want to mess with that crap anymore. My stress is gone. It's like somebody took, you know, my crotch out of a vice. It's like my crotch was in a vice for ages messing with it. It's out of the vice now. I'm sorry. I know these machines are really expensive. I know that. They're also not gaming machines. I'm not a gamer, so I don't give a shit. Hey, a game machine no good for gaming. Well, it's good for you, you teenager asshole. Go buy yourself a frickin' Windows machine with 1,000 gigs of RAM to operate that overbloated operating system you got and to play frickin' games, you know, in your underwear in your mom's basement. These machines are designed for people that work. It's that 4-letter word. Work. W-O-R-K. Oh my God, no, not work, no! You know the people I'm talking about? Anyway, the point of this video was that Mac OS Sierra is very, very stable. Stable. Really, really stable. How stable? Really, really stable. Actually, the most stable operating system other than Mountain Lion. When Mountain Lion came out, it was not stable, but it eventually came stable. This is the most stable operating system. This is running faster than it. So is this. I waited, you know. Sierra's been out for more than a few months now. And I'm not going to beta test a new operating system. I'll sandbox it, but I'm not going to install it on, you know, one of my beloved computers. It's like, why do I still have these? Because, you know, I got clone drives where my personal information is not on these. It's just like, why should I sell them, you know? I got no need to sell them. They all run perfectly fine. I love my 2015, which is what this is. This is a late 2015 or mid 2015 MacBook Pro. Ooh, my God, love it. I only recently got it. It was on sale for $1,650. Normally, it's still $2,000 at the Apple stores. It's 15-inch Retina display. Oh, so well built, so sexy. You can't get this kind of crap out of any Windows machine. I'm sorry. I don't care how much you like Windows and hate Apple. You can't get this sort of shit with any of their machines. it's so expensive. It's $1,600. This isn't that overpriced. You know, this will actually still be worth something in a few years. So anyway, like I said, this video was about OS Sierra, not about my little sideline rants about how much I hate Windows. And I do hate Windows. You know, it doesn't mean I like Steve Jobs or Apple. It's like, well, if you hate Windows, you must be a fanboy for Apple. No, it doesn't mean that shit at all. It means I friggin' hate Windows, because it sucks. I'm not a game player. You know, I don't need 1,000 gigs of RAM. You know, 95% of photographers are using a Mac for work and for editing their photos for a reason. They're not using Windows machines. They're not. It's like, that's a hyperbolic figure. No, it's not. It's about like 95% of photo editors are using a Mac. Oh, even people that hate Apple admit, yeah, it's like Apple's got it nailed for graphics. I mean, everybody knows that. Yeah. Go tune into a photography channel. See someone out in the field or making a video. They've all got a Mac. Every one of them. There might be an exception, but I've never seen one. They like opened up like I don't know, one of those little piece of crap Windows machines with a detachable keyboard. What are they, the Surface Pros? I've never seen. No, you can't do crap with that piece of junk. Someone out there has one of those things. They're gonna get so offended by me saying that, but it's the truth though. Thanks for watching. So check out OS Sierra. Don't you like all the stickers I stuck on this? Isn't it tacky? Yeah, it's so tacky now. Thanks for watching. Bye. You see, you got 4 Macs on the table. You're going to go, Apple fanboy. But I'm not. I'm not an Apple fanboy. You just think that I am, because that makes you feel better about your choice to love wind blows. By the way, that's what the inner sanctum at Apple calls it. Call it wind blows. That's a true story, by the way. Bye.